All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. The honors to my bishops, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone who were well, who have told me this truth. Shalom, salutations to the brothers out there, preaching the word in sincerity and truth throughout the four corners of the earth, delivering a message to the elect out there to run the race of salvation. Shalom to the elect, the Harbakarium, ones that's, which consist of the men, women, and children that have the true, sincere faith of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the ones that's listening and learning to earn their wings of salvation and flee the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble. I'm the brother Ahmad, father of the DC Church, and as you can see, I was listening to a video earlier, and I looked it up. I seen a few articles, and yeah, man, this is another step to a cashless society, making the tangible money obsolete. And it says the end of an era, no more pennies will be made starting early 2026. And from what the man was reading in the article, he had mentioned that basically the last penny was minted in November. So what we know and understand, like, this is a gradualism towards a cashless society and another step to the MOTB. Because as they do these things, these things, what I mean is, as they strip the coin, because you can't, when you go to a store, you got to break change, right? So coming to a cashless society, he's getting what, and this is towards putting the squeeze on the people where they already stripped food stamps, Section 8. People still got Section 8, but eventually everybody's going to be off that. And I think about that one scripture. He's basically removing the teats. It's like the help that they have in this society, and that's how what Esau wants to put the squeeze on the people, to really break the minds of these people to where they're so in need and desperate of comfort. And what Esau Edom, he's gonna be like, yo, just take this right here, take this CHIP, and you can get ahead and buy gas. You can go to work, because that's another thing too, right? We always comparing things. Out there in Europe, they said if you don't take the digital ID if you don't get the digital ID, you can't go to work. So imagine over here in the States that if you don't take the CHIP, you won't be able to go to work. And like, just how we know, like, this is Rome all over again. During the time of Rome, they was under heavy financial pressure, because as they were expanding their army, and they had a lot of government workers. They had they had to fund the military and things of that nature. And as they were expanding, the silver wasn't coming in. So what they did, they started to shave the denarius, and they'll shave the denarius so they can mint more coins. And then eventually, during the 3rd century, towards when Nero, Septimius Severus, and around that time, to where they really, they started to add copper to the coin, because that's how greedy and desperate they are to fulfill their pleasures. That's why the scripture says his desire is as hell. If you ever dig into the earth, I think about like a quarry. A quarry is where you have a mining company or a digging company, to where they'll dig in the earth for precious metals and valuable resources and stuff like that. So this is just another stepping stone to the MOTB, a cashless society, and things of that nature. And one of the scriptures I think about, let me get this real quick while the traffic is slow. This is but this is Haggai 1 verse 6. It says, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye are clothed, ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. And you know that's what's going on now. You know, inflation. People are they're getting pay cuts. The government shutdown is still going on. You know, that's affecting a lot of people to where, once again, man, Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive what? To receive the MOTB. And we know when you go to that word, mark, it's karax, which means an implant or a print or a printed implant. You know, but we know that's going to be an incision to where, you know, he's trying to track everything. You know, he's trying to track you everywhere you go, and people believe that it's really for, just in case you get hit by a car and nobody knows who you are, you don't have ID, you can just scan your CHIP, and we could find out all your medical history and things of that nature, not knowing that's a Trojan horse, to where he wants to be like the Most High, to where his eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun, type deal, you know. But he's doing it through a way that is not spiritual, it's physical, right? So that's why the scriptures talk about in Revelation 3 and 10, it says, because you have kept my word, my word of patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. You know, and that's how you know, like, doing this work is spiritual, because we have a protective hedge over us when we do this work. And when we don't do this work, weird and bad things happen. You know, so that's why we know to get ahead and keep our hands on the plow, and always keep the Lord in our minds, to keep a spiritual eye out, like what it says, walk circumspectly. You know, I think about what it says. I think in the same chapter, it's like basically being wise. You know, not as fools, but as wise. You know, and wise means to see. You ever think about the wise potato chips, and you got that eye on that potato chip bag of potato chips. You know, and just quoting the scripture. Actually, let me see. Give me 1 second. About the scripture, Job 30. Not only that, Job 30, and I think it's like 15, and then also Proverbs 22, and I think like 27. It says Proverbs. I know Proverbs 22, 27, or I think it's 27, where it says, "Why shall I take the bed from underneath thee if I have nothing to pay?" Roughly paraphrasing, you know, and it's like, that's what Esau wants to do. You know, here it is. You paid off your house and things of that nature, and basically they could come up there and take your house because you don't have the MOTB. You can't pay your property tax because you don't want to take the MOTB. And you know, you know, that's crazy. The spirit just hit me that, you know, a lot of people are not really fond to change. You know, you still have like a lot of elderly people that, like, they got like old flip phones and things of that nature, or they're not tech savvy or computer savvy. And I was just thinking to myself, like, yeah, a lot of people are gonna have that spirit of rebellion to buck up to it. So that's how you know, Esau's gonna have to put something in play to where he's gonna have to delete a lot of people because you're not a part of the program. Just like how during the pandemic, they was basically putting on the news, like, people that don't want to take the monkey oil shot, they were saying they're the problem because people are dying. And the whole time now, look, it's crazy how everything's spiritual. And now they're coming up with articles saying, like, the monkey oil shot is killing people, or killed a bunch of people. I forget what they compared it to, but it killed millions of people, man, because they had that scare factor on the people to where, you know, you could possibly die, and then you wind up dying anyway. So that's how we know not to trust this man. You know, it says, "Be not deceived." You know, what is it? We are not ignorant of Satan's devices. You know, that's how we know to constantly watch and pray and fast, and so we could be a part of that number. You know, it says, so no man take thy crown. Oh yeah, let me see if I can grab that. Job 30. I'm gonna leave it alone. But yeah, I think it's Job 30. Yeah, Job 30 and 15, man. And I wish I could get it, but Lord will, I'll probably do another video, or I'll just put it in a part of my another video, because basically it talked about, man, I can't help myself. Almost there. Let's see if we can do this. There you go. And it says, terrors are turned upon me. They pursue my soul as wind, and my welfare passeth away as a cloud. Like, and that's what's going on right now. You know, I know I probably already said it, but there was accounts. I was watching videos like people getting evicted off of their Section 8 and stuff. Which, you know, like Jake, so like all Jakes, you know, last minute type deal. So when I don't know if it's the housing authority, but the people that tell you they come to kick you out, I don't know if that's the sheriff, and they got the whole movers to throw everything away, or just take it out the house. And it's like, you know, that's getting ready to happen more, because the scripture says, a time like never before. You know, so like a lot of these people are going to start to bug out, and the Lord's going to put the spirit on these people to bug out. So, you know, to follow prophecy, man, because it's all according to prophecy. You know, and this is beautiful. So this is another stepping stone to our kingdom, man. What is it? Sirach 10. I'm not sure of the verse. Like one kingdom is translated to another, and these people, you know, I can't wait. I can't wait. You know, get ahead and dwell in righteousness. You know, and have those fleshly hearts where the laws will be automatically. They're gonna be written inside us, so we won't be able to go off. Never again. And get to live to basically what is that, immortality, to basically live forever. And I was reading the scriptures, and it said oh man, it's like a drop to the sea. It's like basically a sand, a grain of sand to immortality is it's like, it's little. You know, to immortality, like comparing it to a sand, like oh man, I think it was like I forget what I'm butchering it, but you know, it was like, it's something so great and massive that you see Esau's trying to obtain that, to have immortality, live forever, getting these brain transfusions into another body, man. This guy's off the chain. But yeah, I hope you was edified, exhorted, and I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to my apostles, my bishops, apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to you bros out there pushing the word of sincerity and truth, and shalom to your legs.